Hey guys, welcome back to the Subtl YouTube channel. It's Keira here, and I'm so excited because today I'm finally trying a darker concealer as a cream bronzer, and spoiler alert, it turned out pretty good. This is the final look. Only concealer, no foundation, including a cream bronzer. I ended up really loving 15C for my skin tone, so that's what I have on right now, just like blend it out. We've been getting a lot of requests for this, and I also tried out a fun new lip and cheek combo, and I really love it. So if you wanna know what it is, just keep watching. Okay, first we're gonna start with the concealer in 4N. And of course, my skin has been perfect for like weeks, and then bam, all of a sudden this happened. Usually I start with the under eyes and I kind of bring it down the sides of the nose a little bit, just because there can be some redness there. Do it on the chin as well. And one tip is that when you do have acne and have breakouts, A, make sure you're washing your hands before you get started, but B, I start everywhere else and then I cover up the acne at the very end so that I'm not like, you know, putting the acne on my fingers and then dipping back into the concealer, if that makes sense. That's just one way to keep things a little bit more sanitary. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a good amount of concealer on my finger and just dab, dab, dab. 4N might be getting a little bit dark for me. So I'm gonna add in some 3N. As you can see, this concealer is a little bit messed up, and I wanted to share because we get questions a lot over on TikTok about when I post about my car stack, people ask about the heat. If anyone can speak to how the Subtl stack survives in the heat, it's me. So I posted a video that actually I had left my stack in the car in like 107-degree weather in the garage, pulled it out, my stack was perfect, not melted at all. The only time I've really had something melt was this concealer, and as soon as it like dried again, it's perfectly fine, and I've been using it. It just looks a little funky, but the consistency is totally normal and perfect. When this melted, it was parked like in a parking lot, like over 100-degree weather, sitting for a long time, and it was in the glove box. So I feel like something about it being in the glove box, maybe it like heated up more. So all that to say, it's probably best to not leave it in a super hot car, but if you do and it melts, you're gonna be totally fine. Just don't dip into it while it's wet, because that's what happened with this one. I just love this concealer, guys. Like, look how it just kind of like disappears into the skin. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some on the eyelids. Okay, now for the darker concealers. Now, I don't know why it took me so long to order several colors, to try some different ones and figure out which works best. Obviously, this is going to be different depending on your skin tone and what bronzer you like. I'm kind of like in between Leche and Latte. My concealer shade is 3N or 4N, so I hope that helps. And I'm pretty sure I have neutral undertones, but I don't really know for sure. Okay, so now for the bronzer or cream contour. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I was just either using the bronzer, or I did have a cream like contour stick that I liked, but you know, sometimes I didn't want to put that on, and I wanted something that obviously I could put in my stack that I could take with me when I travel, so that, you know, the less makeup products you have, the better. So that's when I realized that I could just use a concealer shade. Now, obviously this shade is going to be different depending on your skin tone. You guys know I use like 3N and 4N for my concealer. I ended up trying these two. So I tried 14N and 15C, and I'll go ahead and swatch these for you. So this is 14N, and then this is 15C. Now, what's funny is I actually think 14N seems to be more of a cool shade, and then I think 15C is warmer. I don't know if that's just like my skin tone, but basically when I did this on my cheeks, I didn't like it as much. I think maybe if you want a more true like contour shade, contour is going to be cool, and then bronzer is gonna be warmer. So bronzer is just meant to like warm up your face and mimic where the sun would hit, whereas contour is meant to actually like carve out your cheekbones and mimic like a shadow. So you do that in like different places. I ended up liking 15C, but yeah, this is 15C, and then this one's 14N. So when I tried this for the first time, I just used my finger to apply, and that worked perfectly, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it with the stippling brush, because I remember doing this like a couple years ago, and I just really liked how it applied. So I'm just gonna start here. That might have been a little too much, but we're gonna blend it out. Okay, so blending. And then you can also drag some like down the face a little bit. See, it looks like a lot, but it's blending out pretty nicely. And then blending this other side. For me, it blends a little faster with the fingers, but if you're using like a liquid foundation or you just want like a more clean look, I think the stippling brush is just a little bit more precise. But see how that like just added some color to my face already? I'm gonna go in and add some under the chin. Okay, and then you can even add some as like a nose contour and bring it up underneath the eyelid. Okay, and then I'm just gonna kind of use my fingers to like blend it all together here. It just helps like kind of slim your face and also just add some warmth. Okay, now I'm gonna finish up the rest of the makeup look. Let's go ahead and go in with Lip and Cheek in Terracotta Tour Guide. It's been a while, but I love this shade. It's super pretty. I feel like it's always a good fall shade. And I thought it would go well with the Apricot Avenue as well. And then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of cream highlighter in Rosé. I feel like today's picks are like my old Subtl favorites that I haven't used in a while because I've just been loving Guava Getaway and I've been using powder highlight lately, but I feel like cream is great for fall because it just like adds hydration, and in the summer the cream highlight can just be like, I don't know, melt off your face. I am, however, going to use Bon Voyage for the eyeshadow because I've just been loving it so much. I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade here, and I just really like sweep that across the eyelid. And then I go in with the darker shade corners. Oh, this color is just so pretty. Okay, and then for the lips, I just can't help but use Guava Getaway. So I'm gonna do Guava Getaway as the lip liner. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add Terracotta Tour Guide in the middle. That is so pretty. Guava Getaway is like the perfect lip liner for Terracotta Tour Guide. Oh my gosh. If you guys have not bought Guava Getaway yet, like, it's so good. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of original lip balm on top just to give it more of a hydrated, glossy look. Okay, and then I am gonna go in with bronzer in Leche and just kind of add some warmth like all over the face. And now to top it off with some mascara. And a little tip for curling eyelashes is you wanna do the initial curl here and don't like force it like this, then you kind of let go and angle it up, if that makes sense. That's how you kind of like curl it and then curl it even higher. Also, this is brown mascara, which I love. It's like almost dried out, so I need to get a new one. But this is a great drugstore mascara. Voluminous by L'Oreal, the brown with the curved brush. All right, and there's the final look. I hope this helped you guys and that you will consider trying out a darker concealer to add into your stack for a cream bronzer or a contour. And the shade that I liked on me at least was 15C. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps us out. We post new videos every single Sunday, and I will see you guys next week. Comment down below, have you ever tried a dark concealer for bronzer? And if so, what shade ended up working for you? Thanks, bye guys.